Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. This is the Cougar Eliminator Den. My name is Sean. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now on to today's video. Okay, so I settled on trying to get the shifter cleaned up. The boot comes off the top, I'm assuming where the ball is, but I have to figure out how to get this off right here. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit, this end, and see if I can figure it out. If not, I'll have to look it up. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I do have to rebuild the actual shifter mechanism for the car. I have it disassembled in a bag right now. It's cleaned up. I just have to put it back together. So that will come a little bit later. All right, here's how it's looking now. It's hard to say how clean it actually is because it's still wet / greasy. But I'm gonna let it dry till tomorrow overnight and reassess. So here's my little molasses bucket of tie rods I have soaking. I'm probably gonna take these inside to clean them off because this stuff gets pretty gross. So I'm gonna go spray them off inside the house, clean them off, and then I'll check in to see how they're looking. After dipping them in molasses, I went inside, cleaned them off with just water, and then I dried them with compressed air and put some solvent on them. You can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference between where the line is from where it was dipped and where it wasn't, but the molasses definitely did etch the metal. Pretty happy with how these turned out. So if they further clean them, but they're looking pretty good right now. So I've had a couple parts in here soaking in this molasses tank for probably 5-6 days. The drive shaft is in here, a couple other things like the master cylinder. But I'm gonna take the drive shaft out now and see how it's looking. Hopefully it's pretty good. You can see this stuff's kind of nasty, like a bubble or something down here. Yeah, it's kind of gross. But and it doesn't smell too good, but it's pretty cheap and works pretty well. So I'm not gonna complain about it. So here's the drive shaft so far. It's looking pretty decent. I'm gonna spray it off with my hose and I'll check in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to have to put in a floor pan and I guess toe kick panel, this panel right there at some point. So I'm kind of determining what I have to do to get this area ready. I have to cut, or excuse me, I have to remove more of the stuff up here, like the, I think it's a fresh air vent. I don't know if you can see it. Some wiring and stuff, just get stuff out of the way. Some more stuff up here, I can't really see it, but that's kind of what I'm going to be working on now, just trying to get stuff out of the way so that when I do start cutting and welding, there'll be less stuff for me to deal with. So I managed to get the fresh air vent removed. How's that for some fresh air? It's looking pretty dirty. Alright, so here's the floor pan as of right now. I was kind of checking out the reproduction floor pans, replacement pans I have. It looks like on the reproduction toe kick, the left side where it contacts, I guess, the torque box, there's a lip that is a 90-degree bent down, and from the factory these didn't have that. It was so flat that contacted the corner over there. So I'm gonna have to do some cutting and stuff and modifications to the reproduction floor pan. All right, so I just fashioned up this piece of cardboard up here with some zip ties. The idea is to protect the original dash from getting metal shavings and sparks and all kinds of stuff from the welding process from hitting it. And I'm probably gonna put another piece on the front right here, protect that. Quick update about what I got going on here. So I am essentially trying to remove as little good metal as I can. So I'm trying to cut around the rust and hopefully try to retain as much original floor pan and toe kick as possible. I was doing some grinding with just a grinder wheel to grind off the side over here because it's pretty hard to get the cutting disc in the corner. So I'm probably gonna grind down those spot welds. I'd like to not mess around with this area over here because the cross member goes right here. Just makes things more complicated trying to weld and stuff and grind from the bottom. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. All right, so I had to go to Home Depot to pick up a couple new grinding discs. So when I was using, had some meat left, but it just wasn't enough. It was taking forever to grind these pieces of metal down. I did get a couple ground down here and here and up here, and it's coming along nicely. Obviously I have to keep grinding, clean this stuff up. I have to get this little piece here and some more on the top left, but yeah, it's looking all right. Obviously very rusty. I'm gonna keep going, gonna clean it up so that it's there's no piece of the toe kick left, and then I'll work on actually cleaning up the actual torque box. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good though. So my dad just stopped by and we had a discussion about how much metal we want to replace and where do we want to cut it and where do we want to weld and all that stuff. We determined that we're not going to mess with the steering column hole. We're going to cut part right along here and maybe across a little bit. Maybe might have to cut one of these holes out. And then I prefer to do a little patch on this hole, just like a little square patch on that one. And I don't want to go farther than this line here. I don't feel there's a reason to go over here. And I think this is a good place to do it because the frame rail is right here. So I'm going to maybe clean up this a little bit and maybe not, we'll see. I'm gonna go farther back, probably to about where the seat riser is, along the frame rail, over, and then remove this whole piece, clean up along here. And yeah, I was just drawing on the toe kick replacement panel I have because that needs to be trimmed. It doesn't even fit in the car right now because it has too much metal on it. So I'm going to cut along here because I'm not going to be replacing this on the car, and maybe do some trimming up here. We'll see. Also, this lip is here for some reason. I don't know why they put this in, because the factory toe kick was flush on the torque box and didn't have a lip on it, so I'm gonna have to cut that off. Let's see how it fits in the car now. Before it couldn't fit because there's too much stuff over there. My cardboard is blocking it, so I guess I'll have to redo my cardboard. So I measured from the edge on the left side to about the middle of the frame rail on the car. It's about 12 inches. I measured this about 14, just give myself a little bit more room. I just want to trim it more, so I try to see how it fits. May end up trimming this side a little bit, depending on this measurement right here is. We're at property in East County, looking at some sheet metal and stuff. 70 Cougar, 69 Cougar. Just a bunch of doors and stuff. Trying to see if we can find anything worth taking.
Here's Merc.
Huh. That's a lot of stuff.
Here he comes.
70 Cougar parts car. All right, so we just got done going through a huge thing of sheet metal. There was a ton of stuff right here. We've moved a lot of it over there. Here's the stuff we got laid out that we might be taking. The stuff we thought was pretty good. Got a 70 hood, mostly 69 fenders. Might be a 70 fender in here, maybe back there. A couple 69 hoods, some 70 rock guard and valence, a couple of doors. 70 door, and I don't know if these are 69 or 70 doors, but anyway. This is the stuff we thought was pretty good, so we're gonna see if we make a deal on it, and maybe we'll take some of this stuff home today. Hey guys, so I placed an order through a couple different vendors over the weekend. Friday night, I think. Friday night, would have been 5 days ago. NPD, West Coast Cougar, open tracker, and I have an order through Eaton right now. I'm still waiting for it. I think I'm going to be getting my springs pretty soon, next week or two. But yeah, this NPD order came pretty fast. Only took them 5 days, I think, including a holiday. So I'm pretty happy with how quickly this got here. I'm going to open this thing up to see what I got going on in here. Most of the stuff is West Coast Cougar. It's like an idler arm bushing here. Some steering nuts for the steering. I think I have these, but I just wanted to be safe. Don't know if they're all gonna be, if all of them are good, if there's a couple that are damaged or what. A set of tie rod boots for them, for the whole tie rod system. Cotter pins, a couple of them cotter pins. A steering ram cylinder boot clamp. Idler arm bushings, because I'm rebuilding the original idler arms. And got a power steering pump, seal kits, and steering box cover, just small stuff. Power steering boot kit. This should be the ram cylinder boot. Let's see. Yep. Okay, the whole kit for the ram cylinder. So some pretty good stuff. Just some small things I was kind of waiting on ordering. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I did get some paint also, and grease. I actually forgot that I ordered that. So I have Motorcraft grease for just greasing various suspension components, and I got the power steering pump, the teal blue. So this is the first of a few orders. I will be expecting Open Tracker at some point. I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't got the tracking information, and I haven't got the Cougar West Coast Cougar information yet. And I'm pretty excited for when the Eaton order gets here. Lots of stuff. Pretty big order, like $1,700. Springs are around, bushings, all that kind of stuff. So pretty happy with this order. Car's coming together. I think I ordered everything last Friday that enables me to get the car on the road, or I should say a rolling chassis. And I just realized that this actually isn't all the MPD stuff, because I did order other things, at least I think I did, from MPD, like wheel bearings. Pretty sure I ordered control arms, shafts for bolting the control arms to the shock towers. So I don't know, I guess I'm waiting on another order for MPD. Anyway, here it is. I'm gonna probably bust open this paint and see how that looks. The power steering pump has been sitting on the shelf for a while, ready for paint. So I'm going to test it out, see how that looks, and I'll check in a little bit. Here's my little spray tester. And I guess I'll spray the pump now. Looking pretty good. Might be a couple runs here and there, but you can see the blue looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna hang up the reservoir and or the, I should say the pump, the front of the pump, and get that painted and see how that turns out. All right, there it is. It is a really nice shade of blue. All right, we'll see how this dries and see how it turns out.